under these incredibly hot and dry conditions. There's currently 17 active fires in northern Saskatchewan, 10 of those burning out of control, not able to be contained by firefighting crews on the ground. There are currently thousands of residents and workers in the north that have been forced to evacuate in more than a dozen communities. The largest of those is Pelican Narrows in the province's northwest, where more than 4,000 residents have been forced to flee their homes after fires approached that community. There's also two other areas of concern as well I'd like to point out. There's evacuations impacting the community of Hall Lake and a number of communities as part of the Peter Ballantine Cree Nation. A big area of concern as well is these two fires north of Prince Albert, the Shoe and Camp fires. Those are now one fire. They merged, creating a larger fire, one giant fire, and that forced the evacuation of some firefighting crews on the ground that were at a staging zone in between the two fires. 280 staff, both firefighting crews and support workers on the ground there, forced to flee, head further south, and the staging area that they had set up was completely burned and destroyed. So the situation on the ground very quickly evolving for both residents and for the firefighting crews battling these fires in the north.
And now in Manitoba, Premier Wab Kinew and officials have given an update on the situation there next door. What did we learn?
Well, we heard some pretty staggering numbers, Andrew, around the total area that's been burned in Manitoba so far this year. Manitoba is the province that has seen the most fire activity. That means the largest total area that's been burned so far this season. And we heard wildfire officials there say the area that's been burned in Manitoba in 1 month since the start of May is nearly triple the total, the average area burned in an entire fire season, looking at the average over the past 5 years. So things in that province far beyond the average, only a month into the wildfire season. We also heard an update as well about a couple of areas of concern in Manitoba. The first of those, Lynn Lake, it's a community of about 600 people in the northwest of the province, currently under an evacuation order since yesterday morning as residents were asked to leave the community by the town. We also heard as well an update about a fire burning near Flin Flon. This is actually a fire that started on the Saskatchewan side of the border, grew very quickly under those dry conditions with lots of fuel on the ground. Officials there weren't able to contain it, and it spread over the border into Manitoba, now currently threatening the community of Flin Flon, a town of about 5,000 people, where we're seeing some pretty striking images of just how close those flames are as the fire is advancing. They're currently under an evacuation alert.